Good day everyone. First of all, before I start the discussion, I will introduce myself first. I am Liberty Benosa with my group mates Joey Paracholin Jr. and Christian J. Fabilio. Today, I have the privilege of presenting a report on the Royal Malaysia Police RMP or Police Diraha Malaysia PDRM.
Selling dope on the fucking track. If you got some funny right now, smoke a beat set. Only work a piece. Get bored. Wanna make you take. If you got a beat. Get bored. Open sack the beat. Open cash in the drink. Open woman as I'm selling beats. Common niggas making it.
The Royal Malaysia Police RMP, also known as the Police Diraha Malaysia PDRM, is the primary national and federal police force in Malaysia. Its centralized organization with its headquarters in Bukit Aman, Kuala Lumpur. The RMP is led by Inspector General of Police, currently Razaroden Hossain. The RMP's motto is Police dan Masyarakat Berbisa Tiada, which translates to police and the community inseparable. The Royal Malaysia Police responsibility ranges from traffic control to intelligence gathering. It is assisted by a support group including extra police constables, police volunteer serves, auxiliary police, police cadets, and civilian service element. Let's proceed to the brief history of Royal Malaysian Police RMP. The modern police organization in Malaysia began on March 25, 1807. After the Charter of Justice in Penang was granted, the force has evolved over time, with its evolving influence by British rule and country struggles for independence. The Royal Malaysia Police RMP was formally granted the title Royal on July 24, 1950 by the King of Malaysia. In 1963, the Royal Federation of Malayan Police RFMP merged with the North Borneo Armed Constabulary and Sarawak Constabulary to form the present-day Royal Malaysia Police. Royal Malaysia Police RMP has played a crucial role in maintaining peace and security in Malaysia, facing challenges like communist insurgency and confrontation with Indonesia. To the early development in 1807 to 1945. The modern police organization in Malaysia began with the Charter of Justice Penang in 1807 after British colonial administration was established. Penang was the first to form a police force, followed by other strait settlements and federated Malay states. These early police forces were predominantly staffed by British officers. Following World War II, a central police force was established to address instability caused by Japanese occupation. This central force was initially named the Civil Affairs Police Force and later became the Malayan Union Police Force. Let's proceed to post-independence and modernization in 1945 In 1958, the Malayan Federation Police Force was bestowed the title Royal by the King of Malaysia. In 1963, after the formation of Malaysia, the Royal Federation of Malayan Police, the North Borneo Armed Constabulary, and the Sarawak Constabulary were merged to form the Royal Malaysia Police RMP. The RMP has continued to evolve, facing challenges like communist insurgency, Malayan emergency, and the ongoing threat of terrorism. The RMP's role has expanded to include crime prevention, law enforcement, and security intelligence gathering. The Police Act 1967 governed the constitution, control, employment, recruitment, and discipline of the Royal Malaysia Police.
Royal Malaysia Police Vision, a leading enforcement agency of integrity, competent, and committed to work within the community. Royal Malaysia Police Mission. The Royal Malaysia Police Force is committed to serve and protect the nation and to work in partnership with the community in the maintenance of law and order. Badge of Royal Malaysia Police. The moon and star symbolizes Islam as the official religion of Malaysia. The crown, depicted on the Royal Malaysia Police insignia, is a panegyric reference to the King of Malaysia, bestowing the royal title to its name. The words Allah and Muhammad in Arabic, which respectively symbolizes Allah, the Almighty, and Muhammad as the Messenger, signifies Islam as the official religion and faith of RMP or Royal Malaysia Police personnel are willing to uphold justice and the security of the people of Malaysia. Kris and the Ilang Sword. The kris is an important symbol of Malay Peninsula. This particular weapon was used by Malay warriors in the past. According to Frey, who concluded from Sir Stamford Raffles' study of the Kadi Soko, the kris came into existence around AD 1361 or Anno Domini 1361, which is part of the 14th century. Others believe that early forms were inspired by the daggers of the Dong Son in Vietnam. In the templates of Borobudur, renderings of the kris have been found. Tiger Head. The tiger head symbolizes courage, strength, and spirits of Royal Malaysia Police. And for the paddy flower, is a reference to paddy and rice, the staple food for Malaysians, and signifies national prosperity. Now let's move to ranking structure of Gazette and non-Gazette officers. For the Gazette officers, the highest is the Inspector General of Police, followed by Deputy Inspector General of Police, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Inspector, and the lowest is the Probationary Inspector.
The Management Department is tasked with the routine of management and administration affairs of the RMP. This department is also the nerve center of the RMP and acts as the support services platform for the rest of the force. The Management Department is headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police or CP and assisted by 4 deputy directors, namely the Deputy Director of Management and Training and Administration, Services, Staffing, and Human Resource Policy Division. So let's move on to Criminal Investigation Department or CID of Royal Malaysia Police. This department deals with the investigation, arrest, and prosecution of both violent crimes such as murder, robbery, rape, etc., and less serious crimes such as theft and housebreaking. This department also specializes in investigating gambling, vice, and secret societies or triads. Management Department and the Criminal Investigation Department is both headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police or CP and assisted by 4 deputy directors, namely Deputy Director of Criminal Investigation of Intelligence, Operations, Investigation, Legal, Organized Crime, Forensic, Data Bank, DNA, and Strategic Planning. The unit Tindakan Sepat is attached to CID and base all police contingent headquarters. The unit Tindakan Sepat in Malay, or in English, Quick Action Unit, are the special response units for Royal Malaysia Police. Based at all police contingent headquarters in Malaysia are full-time units whose members do not perform any other duties and are essentially the equivalent of American SWAT teams. They are units of the Criminal Investigation Department. They are also called upon to respond first to any counter-terrorist action before the arrival of Pusukan Gerakan Kas reinforcements. Internal Security and Public Order Department. This department is tasked with the maintenance of public security and order. It is responsible for traffic control and search and rescue or SAR operations. In this role, this department cooperates with other agencies such as Malaysian Armed Forces and Army, Navy Maritime Patrol to prevent piracy and to secure the national borders. Commercial Crime Investigation Department. This department main function is to investigate, arrest, and prosecute offenders committing white-collar crimes such as fraud, breach of trust, cybercrimes, forgery, counterfeiting, etc. The Commercial Crime Investigation Department is headed by a Director Commissioner of Police or CP and assisted by 2 Deputy Director, namely Deputy Director 1 in the investigation and Deputy Director 2 in administration. The department was divided several branches, 1 to 11, the Forensic Investigation Accounting, Financial Investigations, Corporate Investigation, Investigation of Other Counterfeiting, Cyber and Multimedia Crime Investigation, Operations and Technical Assistance, International Administration and Cooperation, Research Intelligence, Inspectorate, Legislation, and Secretariat Division. Narcotics Crime Investigation Department. This department's function is to fight against dangerous drugs by enforcing the law to stop and reduce the demand and supply of dangerous drugs. The Narcotics Crime Investigation Division is headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police and assisted by two deputy directors, namely Deputy Director in Enforcement, Prevention, General Policing, and Deputy Director in Property, Forfeiture, Legal, and Detention. Next is Logistics and Technology Department. The Logistics and Technology Department provides the equipment needed in the Royal Malaysia Police. The Logistics and Technology Department is headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police, same as the other department that we discussed earlier, and assisted by three deputy directors, namely Deputy Director 1 is assigned in Transportation, Information, Technology, Communication, Development, Maintenance. Next is Deputy Director 2 is assigned in Finance, Asset Management, General Policing, and Deputy Director 3 is assigned in Procurement, Police Supply Center, and Armament. Integrity and Standard Compliance Department. The Integrity and Standard Compliance Department was officially established with the Inspector General of Police on July 25, 2014, and as the 9th department within the Royal Malaysia Police. The department is headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police and assisted by two deputy directors, namely the Deputy Director in Integrity and the Deputy Director in Standard Compliance. Next is Crime Prevention and Community Safety Department. This department was established on June 9, 2014, headed by a director with the rank of Commissioner of Police and assisted by two deputy directors, namely the Deputy Director in Strategic Plan and the Deputy Director in Operations. Lastly is the Traffic Enforcement Investigation Department. This is the last department under the Royal Malaysia Police. Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department was officially established on March 25, 2016 in conjunction with the 909th Police Day celebration by the Prime Minister Dato Seri Najib Razak, announced that the traffic branch will be separated from the Internal Security and Public Order Department into a new department, the Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department. He also personally presided over the inauguration ceremony. The Royal Malaysia Police, or the RMP, has a structured organizational hierarchy led by the Inspector General of Police. The force is a centralized organization with headquarters at Bukit Aman, Kuala Lumpur. Beyond the top leadership, the RMP includes various ranks and specialization, including the Deputy Inspector General, Commissioners, Superintendents, and lower-ranking officers. Additionally, the RMP utilizes a support group including extra police constables, police volunteer reserves, and civilian service elements. So let's move on to the organizational structure of Royal Malaysia Police. Criminal Investigation Department involves the investigation and arrest and prosecution of crimes. Next is Narcotics Criminal Investigation Division. This analysis of seized substances relating to possession and trafficking of dangerous drugs. Next is Internal Security and Public Order Department. This ensures the enforcement of the country's internal security law. Next is General Operation Force, or Pusukan Gerakan in Malay, light infantry arm of the Royal Malaysia Police. Next is Mounted Police Unit. This police who patrols on horseback or camelback. Next is C4 Implementation System. Then Federal Reserve Unit, a riot control force of the Royal Malaysia Police. Next is Police Counterterrorism Unit, preventing acts of terrorism and terrorist travel in the country. Next is Marine Operation Force, maintaining law and order in most of Malaysia's island. And lastly is Traffic Branch, who enforce traffic laws and manage traffic in this country. So let's move on to the organizational structure of police hierarchy in Malaysia. The police hierarchy in Malaysia has two different officers. These are the Gazette officers and subordinate officers. Gazette officers is a high-ranking public servant whose appointment is recorded in the official government, while subordinate officers is someone who works under a person in a charge like a boss or a leader. So Gazette officer have two members, These are the commissioners and the superintendent, while the subordinate officers have a 6 members. These are the sub-inspector of police, sergeant major of police, sergeant of police, corporal of police, lance corporal of police, and last is the constable of police. That's all. Thank you.
Police qualifications and trainings. To become a police officer in Malaysia, candidates must be a Malaysian citizen, aged with 18 to 28 years old, with good health and no criminal record. They need a minimum of Sijil Paleharan Malaysia, with credits in 5 subjects, including Bahasa Malaysia or their national language of Malaysia, English, and mathematics. Specific roles like constable may require a diploma in relevant fields with a CGPA or cumulative grade point average of 3.0. Police training, which include Malaysians, law, police, science, weapons, and martial arts, lasts at least 6 months and 12 months for inspectors. Complete a minimum of 3 months of police training, like educational requirements. Training duration will depend on the post you are seeking. Constables will require at least 6 months of training, while inspectors require 12 months. All tracks will be study Malaysian law, police science, weapons, and martial arts. So you need to study to become a police officer in Malaysia. For the physical qualifications, minimum height without shoes is 165 centimeters for males, 163 centimeters for females. Minimum weight 50 kilograms for males and 48 kilograms for females. Chest size at least 81 centimeters during normal exhalations and 86 centimeters during inhalations for males. Body mass index or BMI. It is between 19 and 26. Vision must pass visual test with accuracy of V with 6 and 9 in each eye without glasses or contact lenses and not be colorblind. Added also for physical qualifications are vertical jump tests. This test assesses explosive power and muscle elasticity, which can be trained by exercises like jumping on and off a box, jump squats, and hip flexor stretches. Physical endurance test. This test may involve running, swimming, and other activities to assess stamina and cardiovascular health. For the strength test, this test may involve push-ups, pull-ups, or other exercises to assess upper body strength. Agility test. This test may involve navigating obstacles or performing other maneuvers to assess agility and coordinations. So we need to be physical fit for the qualifications of the Royal Malaysian Police.
Police agency performance. First, public trust and integrity concern. The RMP faces a growing lack of public trust due to increasing instances of police misconduct, including corruption, abuse of authority, and drug-related offenses. This has led to decline in public confidence in the RMP's ability to effectively prevent crime and maintain security. Second, RMP's effort to improve integrity. The Royal Malaysia Police has established the Jabatan Integrity dan Pemantuan Standard or GIPS, a department dedicated to investigating misconduct and promoting integrity within the force. However, GIPS faces challenges in gaining public cooperation and securing sufficient evidence to conduct through investigation. And that's all, everyone. Thank you. Factors influencing police performance. First, low pay and poor working condition can incentivize corruption. Second, lack of accountability and transparency can hinder effort to address misconduct. Third, insufficient resources and training can limit effectiveness of the force. And that's all, everyone. Thank you.